I've always really valued entrepreneurship and the freedom of creating ideas and utilizing resources of different sorts, whether technology or friends and your network and a variety of different types of pieces, whether it's sociological or in this case Web3 just comprises so many different things besides just the technology. You're bringing in stakeholders into any system or experience or company that you're creating. And so that was always really inspiring to me, is how do people kind of achieve these missions that they're going after. And so as I kind of evolved in my career and saw the different pieces of that, whether you're talking about investment banking, which is looking at something in a very strategic financial kind of, lens, or you're talking about management consulting, which is you're inside with management trying to determine, kind of what the best strategic direction is for a company, or you're in venture capital where it's kind of a mix of all of those things, from the finance to the operational value, all the way to looking at every aspect of how you're kind of creating value in a company, or the founder side where you're very hands-on in the arena, kind of making those decisions. I think there's an ecosystem that's really surrounds any of these trajectories in my career, but also just the formation of putting together companies and ideas. And so I think really Superworld kind of culminates all that. It is a virtual world that brings together these technologies, immersive tech, AR, VR, blockchain, AI, and brings in again the Web3 aspects of that: community building, engagement through NFTs, DAOs. And so I'm trying to, I think we're trying to build a virtual world that enhances people's lives, whether it's building a career, launching a business, bringing in community, engaging your community, and then do that in a very collective way. Because I think as we build parts of an ecosystem, whether I'm a founder of a company, or you're a financier, or you're a community organizer, or you're involved in a not-for-profit, all of those different roles are very important for the overall ecosystem. And at Superworld, I'm very proud to say that we look at that in a very holistic way and try to get involved. And we're involved in a number of not-for-profits, and we have active participation with very large global organizations. And so that's very important. And so I think that kind of came from that experience over the years of kind of being involved in different parts of the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's almost like you you kind of had a knack for figuring out who the important players were, and that doesn't always mean humans, right? Like sometimes it's other things too. And then once you realize that how the ecosystem worked, because you got to pick and choose at all the different kinds of ecosystems that you interacted with, then you were able to bring it all together, and it culminated in Superworld. So one of the things that I love about Superworld is that you, like you said, you can kind of just be yourself there.